Welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today I'm gonna try and make some more plants, and I'm gonna try and make processing chips so we can get stuff done. I probably have more plans, but I don't know what they are yet. So we'll figure that out as we move along, shall we? So we need pumpos, as I've clearly written incorrectly. We need water. Shouldn't be too hard. I mean, water's right over there, but I could just get the water from there. Or I could just do what I was actually starting to do anyway. Which is take the water from... No, can't take it from there. There's no water there. Ah, there we go. I knew I'd find it eventually. Just had to believe. If you believe in yourself, you can find water too. And we need slag. That is a little bit more problematic to find. You know, it doesn't have to be. We can just electrolyze slag all day. I don't know if I like that idea though. Could do it though. So I'm just continuing what I was starting off, well, doing at the end of last episode, which is just getting concrete so we can build desalination plants. You know, I kind of don't want that there anymore. Now I know there's slag around here. So if we can drag that slag instead of that way, if we can just... Okay. Oh, and research is still happening as well, which is very good. We need that to keep happening. And so long as research keeps happening, I'm pretty happy. Well, let's just grab this slag for now. We may need to change my system later. It's got to go through the rat nest. Everything going through the rat nest is just a pain, but that's why we call it the rat nest. At that point we run into a problem, so that's a bad way to go through the rat nest. We just need to go down here. That might work. So if we pull that out... If you're new to the stream, welcome. The rat nest is an absolute cluster truck of ideas and things that were well intentioned at the time and now are just maddening to work with. Like this bit. What? Like, yeah, the rat's nest is terrible. But there's not much I can really do about it these days. It just is what it is. Which I hate that phrase. You know, it's just the absolute I've given up on life phrase. And the rat's nest, I suppose the point of that is I kind of have given up on the rat's nest. It is... well, it is the worst. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's just what it is. Cannot build on water. There's the smallest patch of water I've ever seen right there. Cute. That's not what I was doing. I was doing that. Okay, so if we can get at least concrete made, then that's one more thing that we've got. It won't be like infinite numbers, of course, but it'll be enough for now. That can't go through there because it's just too big. I love that I'm doing all this work to get slag across. Like, slag is just the worst material. The more I'm doing this, the more I'm like, I should have just built an electrolyzer. But it's like, nah. Wouldn't I be better improving the rat's nest for all of humanity's sake? And the answer to that is no. Just let the rat nest die. But of course the rat nest is where everything is, and it's why the rat nest continues to be this horrific place of disaster and despair. Good old rat nest. I hate it so much. But I also do nothing to stop it from growing. Like, I try to put things outside the rat nest and hope that one day that'll make things better. But it won't. I needed to go into there. Okay, well, that's fine. Like, I've just not done nothing to improve the situation of the rat nest. The fact that I'm, like, happily calling it the rat nest is probably not a good sign. How much slags need? 4. Okay, and we're going to build a tank for that, just so we can store the concrete somewhere. Probably not a huge tank, but we do want a tank for it. And that'll just keep making concrete till the cows come home. And then when we get the concrete, we need to make concrete bricks, I believe. That's where we're kind of running into the issue. And more rat nest problems. You know what? We could have just taken this slag. Nope. Yeah, I'm not even going to think about it any further than what I've just realized, because if I think about it any further, I'll be sad. I don't want to be sad. Not today. Maybe I'll be sad tomorrow, but not today. What do we say to the god of sadness? Not today. Yes, that's right. Meanwhile, these are making this stuff. That's good. So now we need to get stone bricks, and honestly that shouldn't be too difficult because we should be able to get them from up here. And should have a fairly easy ride through the rat nest. And then we can make as much concrete bricks as we need. I thought we were already making concrete bricks somewhere else. Or was that the whole problem, that we weren't making concrete bricks anywhere else? No, we were making just... What were we making? We were making something. Unfortunately, I cannot remember what it was, which is not great. You know what? We could probably be doing better by making more stone. In fact, everything seems like it's backing up with stone, which is not great. So what we might do is make another one of these, and this one's whole job is just also make stone bricks. I kind of made it sound like it was going to have a different job, but it doesn't. It's just more stone bricks. Shame I can't get stone from anywhere else. I mean, aside from there, I suppose. Alright, I need a furnace. Probably a steel furnace is nice because it does run a little bit faster and a little bit hotter. And when you want a hot furnace, you better know what you're doing. That's what they all say. And you can pick up from there as well. So what we might actually do, let's be super dangerous about this. Let's get another steel furnace. Because I reckon we're going to want a lot of concrete. And I've lost the steel furnace again. No, there it is. Good. And we're going to need some charcoal. So let us get some charcoal, as they say. That's another thing that I'm a little bit worried about. That one's... You know what? What about another steel furnace? You know, what if you could have all the steel furnaces in your life? What would you do? Would you get more steel furnaces? Of course you would. Get all of them. Why would you have anything but less than all of the steel furnaces? And that's a life lesson that I think we can all take away today. Okay, and then we're going to put another... No, wait, that's not going to work at all. What the heck am I doing? Okay, and then we... This is why the rat nest is a problem. Because it's never going to improve the way I keep doing things. And I don't stop doing things like this. But it's kind of adorable in its, like, horrible nature. I like it anyway. I'm sure people who are actually more experienced at Factorio go, no, I don't want any of this. And I respect that. I'm not sure I want any of this. Okay, and that's got to go down, I suppose. No, that's not going to work. If we put that out there, and we get a little bit of space. I don't know if it's going to be enough. No, it's not going to be enough space to do what I want. Oh, rat's nest, why did I build you? How do I stop this from happening? Answer, don't play Factorio. Okay, bad answer. Answer that does not help there. That's an answer that is not helpful to anyone. Then if I come up like that, cross, build that one to go down as well, then we are almost in a position that we can actually do this. Alternatively, could I join that up with the slag madness? Probably. I could probably join it with the slag madness. I got that slag madness, girl. I like how we've got wood chips in here. That's nice. Always good to see some friendly wood chips. Dear rat's nest, please stop existing. Thanks. Okay, so we've run out of some basic stuff, but we can go get it. And let's take those wood chips out of there, because quite frankly, while that is hilarious, it's also not helpful. Probably chuck the wood chips somewhere. I don't know where. In fact, I don't even know where my wood chips are now. Well, I've lost wood chips. Probably not a big deal. Oh, I make concrete, that's right. Instead of concrete bricks, which was the real mistake of the day. How unusual. We've filled up my inventory with crap. I don't even know what to do with any of this. Well, that stuff can clearly go away. Stone furnace, sure. I mean, yeah. I like the like just the giving up there, which happened. It was just, I know it shouldn't be there, but what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Nothing. You can't do anything. It's all gone wrong. Okay, concrete bricks. There we go. And we want the concrete to come in from... we go from above. Yeah, we can go from above. That'll work just fine. It'll work fine until you realize that it won't work at all. But that's okay. This is all for a purpose. And then we should have all the concrete bricks I can eat. And these are going to be important. And drop. So these should be taking the concrete bricks. Good. And these should be making concrete bricks. They are, except for the fact they're not. That's alright. It'll make concrete bricks when it feels like it. Maybe that's the real lesson we need to learn. Okay, so we want a desalination plant. How many bricks does that thing take? It takes so many. I don't know. It's a salination plant, not a desalination plant. It requires 75 bricks. We also need brass and aluminium, so we can go gather those now. Also, glass is not going super fast. And while we're there, just gather the basic basic logistics stuff as well. So, in fact, research seems to be happening at a pace. Not a fast pace, but it's happening at a pace. So we need to gather just the basics of factory building, which is transport belts. We need some more undergroundies. Yeah, we'll get another batch of those. Got enough of those. Probably another one of those. Probably it's time to ditch some stuff on a chest. I still like how these plates are still glowing hot. Like they're never going to be not glowing hot. That's kind of the rule, I suppose. Lead plates, honestly, I probably don't need them. Probably don't need those. Coal plates, you never know. I'm going to need basic pipes as well. I should probably go grab those. These basic pipes are always pretty good. You never go wrong with some basic pipes. Okay, what else do I need for my salination plant? So, brass pipes, aluminium, brass and aluminium, easy enough. I always get brass and bronze confused, both in real life and in the game. In fact, I can't remember what I need already. The brass or bronze? Brass. That's bronze, so I need brass. The heck is brass? Not that. Am I making brass? I'm sure I'm making brass somewhere. Copper and zinc. Oh, yeah. I had to make that for something that needed zinc. What I was using my zinc for. It's the one thing I was using it for. Is this it? Is this what was making brass? Yes. And then it's piped somewhere. Of course it is. Why would I have it being made exactly where it is? Got 2 brass. It's coming in here. There we go. That's way more brass than we'll ever need. I was thinking a little bit about my red circuits, and I really should be putting them in a chest. Because I might as well, because I will need thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of them. Hundreds of thousands is probably more accurate when I think about it. Aluminium, we needed that. And it's probably good to just have them being stored, although the red circuits aren't really going anywhere. Fine. Well, let's just store them. Green chips are going slow because solder is a problem. Had a plan for that as well. Because solder is... The problem with solder is that the copper is being put into molten copper, which quite frankly we don't need that much of. Is that the main problem? Yeah, it's solder. Okay, so let's fix solder while we're at it. I'm going to do it with a pump and some basic circuitry. So the problem is we've got all this tin in here. Quite frankly, we don't need all that tin in there. So what we're going to do is... shoot. I was wondering where we're going to put that engine. Okay, easy enough. Do it like that, do it like that. Put the pump in that we've built. It's a very nice pump. There it is. Like that. And then like that. And we'll do a red circuit to the pump and say enable if molten tin, or just molten, if you will, is less than 100,000, which it's not. It probably won't be for some time. And then that will spend more of the time having the ingots going down here, which means more solder, which means more green chips, which just means more blue science. That's pretty critical too. Okay, so while we were playing around there, we've probably got enough stuff for our plant now. We do. Enough for one, because we didn't collect that much aluminium. This is the moment where I'm trying to remember why I wanted the salinated water. I'll figure it out in a moment. We wanted that because we wanted the salt, that's right. We need two of the things. Okay. I'm just going to grab this train. I could walk to it, but train's faster coming to me than I am going to the train. And we're going to go to the, what, there should be aluminium around here. Okay, so we've picked up 186 aluminium, which should be more than enough for another salination plant. Out of concrete, but I don't think we need any more. Okay, it does a cool loop and drops us off where we need to be. Okay. So, saline water comes in. You know what? I'm not too worried about that loop. So, that's pretty good. So we just need to make a lot of salt. And we could just do that with one. In fact, if all we're really wanting is salt, which I think that is all we're really wanting, salt and sulfuric acid. Ah, hell. Okay. Well, that's really all we need, because there's no other way to get hydrochloric acid, really. Other than hydrogen chloride gas. That was the other thing we were considering, but for some reason we decided, no, this is the way we wanted it done. So we just want salt. Not going to be the most effective way of getting salt, but honestly, it'll be enough. And then I can't find the pump again. There it is. I've got extras, because of course I do. Why wouldn't you have extras? What sort of weird wackadoodle world is this where you wouldn't have extras? Okay, so that's giving me my salt. Then I need hydrochloric acid, which I think I thought was nearby, but now I can't find it. Again, I could just do it this way. But now I've got all this salt, and salt's useful. But sulfuric acid is what? Over here somewhere, I believe? In fact, it's not even over here, with sulfur dioxide gas. So, this has been a waste of everyone's time. Thanks for coming. Because the other way we can do that is by chlorine and hydrogen gas. Chlorine we can get through electrolyzers, but then we have this other crap that we got to get rid of at some point. Wait, hang on. Don't we already have something like that? We got this. Why can we not use this to make our hydrogen chlorine and then purified water using a hydro plant? Yeah, okay, this has been a whole waste of time. That's cool. That's cool. We still need to bring it over. And we make it using a chemical plant, because of course you do. That's just how these things go. And then we need a hydro plant to make purified water. We already had one, in fact, so we probably don't need a second one. We already got two, in fact. Dang, yo. Got lots. I mean, hell, we're literally already making hydrogen chloride gas. So that's easier to deal with. And we will hopefully pipe it across here and not get in the way of anything. You know what? I kind of want it to just be... Oh, okay. By the time I start caring about making it nice, it breaks anyway. So screw making things nice. Everything is bad forever, and you should never try. That's what we're learning today. I don't know why I'm being negative. I'm not actually feeling negative. I'm just joking around. Okay, and we'll actually, rather than wasting the copper pipes, we'll do it that way. Plastic pipes, rather. Still haven't got plastic back online. Really need to think about doing that one day. One day soon, in fact. Because the longer this takes, the worse it's going to get. And we'll just copper pipes because we're out of stuff at that point. Okay. Oh, this isn't working properly because it needs to be doing that. Why is this not working? Where are thermal water? Didn't we have lots of thermal water? Didn't we do stuff about that? Or rather, we've got lots of thermal water here. Okay, well that's not a problem. We can always just pipe that up. Using the wonders of modern technology. And pipes. Which are also modern technology of a sort, I suppose. Okay, now it's much happier, and it's going to make my fish oil again. Okay, so we've given up on this, but we might as well hold on to the salt, because who knows? You never know when salt's going to be useful again. And we need a hydro plant. And we just need purified water for that one. Okay, and then the saline water can just be clarified. Do we have a clarifier? We do. Rad. Okay, so that's purified water. Now that we have purified water, we can make hydrochloric acid in one of these boys. And I don't know which order it's going to want it in, so I'm not even going to care. Oh, for the first time in quite a while, it's actually run the right way. That's pretty exciting. Okay, so hydrochloric acid. We got that. Then we need alien bacteria. Now that's pretty easy. We just got to get an algae farm, our calcium carbonate, our hydrochloric acid, and alien spores, which we should have an abundance of. And that's done in an algae farm, which, again, we got one of those. There it is. Alien bacteria. Yep, drop. Good. And that's going to go in like that. There we go. And alien spores. There they are. Come on down, little guys. We miss you. Join the party. We want to turn you into bacteria, which is not a phrase many people say. That's going to give me... how much alien bacteria? 1. Okay, but that's going to make plenty of goo. That's another phrase you don't usually hear. Or at least hear as enthusiastically as I just said it. And then do we just pick it up? I know what's going to... oh. Alien goo. Okay, then we're making alien goo. Wonderful. Then with our alien goo, we can make alienated fertilizer. And then, then we need to go get some plants. But we have fertilizer. We've been making that for a while. Which was this compost with urea gas. And honestly, we're making compost over here. So why don't we just even use that compost? Because we've got the urea gas, so let's just compost that. Oh good, that's too big. This must not become a new rat's nest. This is a new rule. Not a new rule, it's been around for a while, but it's still true. The rat's nest is its own particular breed of bullshit, and we must never replicate the sins of the past. Okay, and that's got to be done in just a regular factory, so we can probably even do it like that. And with that, we're going to make alienated fertilizer? Yeah. But before that, we need actual fertilizer. That's a valid point too. Because this is just compost at the moment. So we're going to move that to be up here. And hopefully this will reach. It does. Wonderful. Now I don't anticipate we'll need too much of this, but we've got to be prepared. Also, where's my bloody compost? Oh, well, there it's in my inventory. Why is it not making more compost? What is your problem, buddy? Not enough fish oil. Why are you not making fish oil? Not enough thermal water. Are we not making enough thermal water? That should be just going. We're making thermal water the fastest we can, but it might not actually be fast enough. Interesting. That's fine. Okay. So then we should have everything we need for plenty of alien fertilizer. Again, we don't need too much of it, but we will make a box for it. We probably only need like, gosh, that's probably way too much, but I don't care at this point. Okay, so now we need to get some gardens. Now it shouldn't be too hard. I think I saw, now most of our gardens we've already actually used up. So we do actually need to get new ones. Thankfully, there's a bunch of them over on that hill. And I was thinking about this actually today and hoping that this doesn't cause a problem. So we're going to do this. Where if the mud reaches all the way to the end, we actually don't want it to get stuck there. Because otherwise, we're going to have problems with... We're going to have other issues which are going to get really bad really quickly. And if there's one thing I hate in life, it's when problems get really bad or really quickly. Hate it. I prefer if problems just got really bad really slowly and never caused a problem. Really what I'm saying is I wish I had never had problems. But I mean, that's everyone's goal in life though, isn't it? Okay. That way the mud is actually going to keep coming along. And it's just going to be evaporated. So that way this will keep making heavy mud water. Because we've made that mistake before and it kind of really endangered us. So, focuses on what I was doing. I was going to go get some gardens. We may have to shoot some aliens along the way, and if that's the case, well, then we just got to be prepared for it. Like these charming fellows, look at them. They're having a good day. They're saying, calling their friends, going, hey, what are you up to later? And they go, oh, I don't know, I might go to the shops, but not anymore. And then they don't go to the shops because they don't exist. And if that's evil, then oopsies. Mistakes were made, I guess. And these guys are here, but I don't really care about them. So it gives us a few gardens. 2 temperate gardens, which is actually the pretty exciting part. Because having 2 temperate gardens means good things. Because we want temperate gardens. Actually, if I type in garden, it would probably give me something better, yeah. So temperate gardens are used by making 30 alien plant life samples and then 2 gardens. So we're going to have to baby this for a little bit while it makes a lot more of these. That's okay. We can do that. So for that we want a seed extractor, I believe, to make these in the first place. Yeah, and it's going to be a bit slow. That's okay. Because once this gets going, it's going to be real fast. What we just need right now is 32 of these. So that's just going to take us time. And it's going to make that. Then after that, I probably need another seed extractor. No, I need an actual farm. Okay, well I got farms. And the farm is going to make... Oh, cool. Anyway, the farm is going to make some of this cool stuff. It needs mineralized water. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it need mineralized water? I think I'm just made of mineralized water. I'm not. So now I'm going to do the thing that I probably should have done ages ago, which is just build an electrolyzer. Build an electrolyzer, make some slag, crush the slag, have ore crushers, I suppose, liquefy the slag into mineralized water, double flare stack. Like, this is the part where I've just given up all hope and all life. I'm just doing it now. I didn't want to, but I'm doing it. The good news about these is I probably don't need, like, to set up a huge complex of these. Like, once these are done, they're done, and I probably never need to build any more of these. Not something that I will need to, like, mass produce. So I'm not too worried about the niceties of it. So I need an ore crusher. And an ore crusher requires stone, I believe. Yeah. Alright. Easily fixed. Stone's not too far away. And while I'm up here, how is the tin situation? Is it getting better? It does look like it's getting better. So that's nice. That makes me happy. So we need just regular stone, I believe, for this. Okay, and then after that, we're going to start thinking about modules. Because it's about time to start thinking about modules. People could say, hey, Steve, you should have thought about modules a while ago. I'm like, I'm always thinking about modules. Just when to modulize, you know? And it's right now. Well, like a few seconds away. Okay, and liquefier, which we have, it goes right there. We're probably going to need water again. Of course we do. That's okay. Easy fix. As you just pipe it. Yeah. I like how I'm using the copper pipes again. Like, this is where my life has failed me. Okay, we're just continuing doing research, and we will continue to do it until there. You know what? Let's start thinking about uranium. I know it's not time for uranium. Let's think about it. And I want that to go pick up, drop. And eventually they're going to feed each other. That's the plan here. Now we should have a garden, in particular a temperate garden. I'm sure we had a temperate garden, like another one. Unless we put them both in there, that could have been real bad. And it'd be good to actually turn that stuff into things that we actually made this for. Okay, so that's going to make 32 alien life samples, which will then be put into here. Or 30 of them we put into here, and it'll make us some stuff. And then pick them up from here and put them both in there. And that'll probably work. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about doing that manually, honestly. I think once we have a couple, then it'll be fine, but for now, we just want to play it easy. Okay, so. Modules. What do we need? What are they? Are they fun? Do I like them? Yes. Any other questions? Okay, so let's worry about speed modules. They are all basically the same. We need module contacts. That's pretty easy. Solder, insulated wire. That's pretty easy too. And then we need these. And this is going to be a little bit more complicated, but not much more. This one's going to be the hard one. Mostly because of the polished blue splinters. And so already you may notice that we've kind of filled up our entire bloody sheet. So that's great. Let's go back a step, because clearly we're not as ready for this as I thought we were. Silicon carbonate, that's actually pretty easy. Just crush ores. I'm kind of just waiting for this to be done, so... Actually, what if it did this? Pick up and drop there. Okay, and that takes 60 seconds. We might actually need some sort of process here. But now it looks like it'll be okay. As I said, there's no real hurry to doing this. This is a slow burn, but once we get this in a cycle, then we will have infinite everything we need. Because what we're really wanting is infinite alien plant life samples. Alright, so where do we start with this? Raw crystals. Let's start with raw crystals. Well, that's actually pretty simple. You could do it with crystal seeds, but honestly, we've got so much polluted fish water, we don't know what to do with it, so let's just crystallize that. And we're going to use the space over here. Yeah, we're going to use the space over here, but we are also going to do one of my famous circles. Because I fear if we don't do one of these soon, we'll be like building so far out. And it'll be very difficult. In fact, let's put a circle from here to here. A little bit of work, But let's just have this space here be for manufacturing the things I need. So where was that circle? It was down further than this. Wow, I just went straight past myself, huh? And it appears to be some worms in the way as well. That's okay. Okay, that's alright. Worms can exist. I'm really scared I'm about to be hurt by the worms. But they ain't hurting me. They're just worms. Okay, those worms are being a bit more aggressive. Probably because I'm within range. Oh, more gardens down there too. That's nice. Oh, red worms. You're an exciting new breed of worms I was not aware of. Well, how do I deal with these red worms in a way that's not offensive to the people? That's right, just destroy them. They started it. Let's not forget that. Now, the game's going to complain a little bit saying, like, you didn't actually have the bots for this or the tracks for this, and quite frankly, I don't care right now. Yeah, these worms, if I remember rightly, are a little bit unhappy about the whole situation. They are. Ooh, he's a. Ow. You jerks. Okay. Those worms had their fun. But what really matters is that we almost have room for a circle. No, we don't. Oh no. Oh no. My bots. My bots. I'm about to lose all my bots, aren't I? How many bots do I have left? 4. And they're badly damaged. Shoot. If only there was a way of preventing this madness. Well, sometimes bots die and there's nothing you can do about it, so why worry? Oops. Okay, so there was some sacrifices for this planned new rail. That's okay. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made for progress. Because this is going to be an important new hub of engineering and perfection. That's what I'm going to stick to. Okay, well, solder seems to be maxed out now, so why is my... That's going fast as it can. Problem is not enough of these bad boys, because they're just not fast enough. And the problem for that is not enough carbon? Okay, well that's, again, another easy fix. So I still want to, like, maximize my blue science for now. Just because the sooner I get that done, the sooner I just have everything I need to continue the next phase. So I'm not too worried about my bots anymore, given the fact that I only have 4 of them. I really need to get around to making more of them, but it's all handcrafting. And right now I'm not doing something that requires a lot of bots. But what I do need is landfill. And we have a lot of landfill over here. If I remember rightly, it was like 10k. It was exactly 10k. Well, not exactly, but close enough to 10k. So we need silicon carbonate, which... Okay, so we're going to need silicon ingots, which are actually pretty close. They're actually up here. And we need carbon, which again, I don't think is too far away. And with steel, that'll make us grinding wheels. We need crystal powder, that's pretty easy, because that's going to be made from the raw crystal splinters. So if we crystallize this now, actually, while we're thinking about it. Now we're going to need a lot of these. Like, it's not going to look like a lot right now, but we are going to need a lot of these. So, crystallizers. We built one already, yes. And we're going to need that fish water. And we're going to build out this way. So the fish water, we still don't have the plastic pipes. Maybe that's the goal for next episode, to just get those plastic pipes finally in order. Because we are still running... We're going to be running lower and lower on plastic the longer we do this for. Now I could have connected it straight into it, but I didn't think that was a good idea. So 40% of the time it's going to make raw crystals, which is not great odds, but quite frankly, I've got infinite fish water, so it doesn't matter. So maybe it'll produce something, maybe it won't. It's all very exciting when you think about it that way. Did it make something? It has. It's made a couple of things, actually. That time it didn't, but that's okay. So then, from there, we could... Oh wow, it's not making as much fish water as I thought it would. That's okay. We can make more fish water. It's going to be actually using the fish, which is actually pretty important. So then we want to be able to probably move it further away. And we want to crush this stuff using an assembler machine, which we have an infinite amount of. That's right, we have 0. Why do I do this to myself? I get myself so full of hope. Actually, while I am coming back, I probably need to make sure that... Actually, modular armor. It's power armor, isn't it? Let's get power armor. It's going to require more things than I have right now. But let's start moving that way, because we do need to get that. So the reason we couldn't build this is we didn't have any iron. Okay. That's not a first time thing. We quite often have no iron. I just remember, like, it wasn't even that long ago when I was just constantly moaning about the lack of iron that I had. I mean, it was a tough time. You know, when you don't have iron, it's just like the whole world's against you, you know? And basic circuit boards. Cool. Do I need anything else? While I'm here, might as well pick up some plastic pipes. I probably will be needing them at some point in the near future. Do I need steel? No, I got enough steel. This plastic pipe should do. We've still got like 2,000 plastic sitting there. So that's probably okay for now. And what was the issue with my blue manufacturing? It was iron is fine. It was a problem with these ships. I didn't know which way that train was going, so that was a bit scary. It was carbon. We don't have enough carbon. That's because we don't have enough wood. Why do we not have enough wood? We should have tons of wood. What's going wrong with wood? Do we just need more arboretums? I think so. Can we build 4 more arboretums? Not with my current resources. Okay, well that's... Carbon's going to be a problem until we deal with that. So, we now have what we need to turn these into different things. And we're going to split them, I think, as well. Might just be a better idea. So we're going to give it plenty of room. And we're going to... What is it even called? Raw crystal cutting. Okay. We're going to cut them raw crystals. And we're going to do that. And we're going to put them out this way. So we're going to have red. Is that how they call them? Cut red crystal. Other way, please. Yeah. Cut blue crystal, because that should be making... Yep. And then green and crystal powder will both be coming out that way. Oh no, we do actually need to separate it. And cut green crystal. And it's always wanting to go that way, and I don't know why. Okay, so that should separate them quite nicely, so long as you actually have that. Cool! That's progress. Then we need to... I want to look at my garden. So we've got 2 temperate gardens in there, which is good. But I do need one to be turned into other stuff. And I will need to automate that very soon, but right now I just want to focus on this. So polished, that's fine. So the goal here is, by the time they leave here, I want just a bunch of polished crystals. So the next thing I want to worry about is the grinding stone. Now the grinding stone is not too difficult, aside from the fact I need silicon carbonate, and charcoal. Charcoal is, again, we can use it. Arboretum's looking more and more like I think I need more of. Actually, can we... No, we still can't do that. Okay, and then we just picked up a bunch of stuff, which has just dropped it all on the ground like a damn fool. Grab that. Okay, let's just put those back in there. Great. Okay, so what do we need for arboretums? Well, we need more stone, I believe it was. Because then we can make the... I mean, it looks like everything's sort of slowed down because of the lack of wood. So doubling the arboretums is only a good thing. Okay, some more stone. I don't know how stone's looking these days. It's not about putting as much stone to concrete as I thought it would, but that's alright. That's probably slowed down. Oh, not too badly. So, let's go 6 arboretums, you know? Seize the day. You know, be the person you always wanted to be. Don't take no shit from the man. Be the man. And all those other pithy things you can say that make you sound good about yourself. Because more trees is only going to be good stuff. My trees are over there. I forgot where my trees were. But I've remembered now, and now true fury will occur. The fury of the trees. So if we just copy that, just chuck that right there. No, we'll do another one as well. I don't think it's going to be useful right now, but we'll... because we don't have enough stuff to make another one. Come on, bots. do the work of 4 bots. There's not enough of you to do that, I just realized, but that's okay. Or do the work of 4 bots, it's exactly what they're doing. They certainly can't do the work of 10 bots. I think I've even got space for 20, so maybe that is a thing I need to be looking at very soon. Okay, and then... Actually, what we want to do is we don't want to even go that way. We'd prefer it to go this way. Oh, is that how they work? Okay. Okay, and then we put some power into this thing, and we should start getting some work now, and we have. This is going to be generating as many seeds as it can for the time being, which is great. Probably need to change that so it's got water. But yeah, that'll probably do fine for the moment. And then that should speed up my wood production. And we'll get some real stuff happening. And that's the best we can do with what we've got at the moment. We actually could build one more arboretum. But why did we do all that? That's the real question. Because we needed more wood. Because we needed carbon. That's the other reason. And now that we have more wood, we should hopefully also have more carbon happening. That's doing its best. You know what? I think it's time to have another one. It's gonna need water as well. Bit rude, but I understand eventually. And more trees will happen now. Do we have enough soil for this? I don't know. Probably not, I feel. How much soil does this need? This needs 75 soil per minute. This is making, at best, 30 soil per minute. No, that's not enough. How about now? 45 soil per minute. Still not enough. That's just more. I don't even care what number that is anymore. But it's more. And that's enough to make me happy. Okay, so that's going to make more wood / carbon / anything else I kind of need that'll be related to where this is going. I mean, the fact that resin hasn't built up, like everything's sort of gone down because the amount of wood is just not enough. Carbon, I mean, that's going fine, but this is the problem. This is our problem child. And why are you not? These are doing their best, but again, they could be faster. But they could be faster. Let's make them faster. Using the power of electric circuits, which I totally have on hand. I'm lying, I don't have them. But I'm gonna get them. That's right, 34 of them. Yep. And also, I think that last one was actually enough for another arboretum now. Yes it was. That should make things a little bit faster and a little bit nicer. Okay, and the fact that they're going past the wooden boards, that's totally fine. Almost expected, almost wanted. Soil is sort of building up. Gosh, it's so loud over there. Okay, let's just check how my garden is going. Looks like we've got a couple of gardens in there. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to split that yet. Maybe it's something I should figure out now. It is going up, that's the thing. Maybe that's what I figure out now. Maybe everything's fine where it was. It's just best to be smarter about it. Temperate garden. Let's build the pipes low. Like that, fair enough. Okay. So have it, because the only thing it's going to make is gardens, and quite frankly, we can probably chuck that garden back in. Because now we've got, going to have 3 gardens when that's done. So when it makes gardens, it's going to put them out. I'm going to do a little bit of a circle. Okay, and we're going to actually leave room for more gardens in the future, but for now this will do. And then we want to go, the circle must pick up from there, drop from there. Because that's important. And everything just drops onto here. Then it's going to be picking up a lot of stuff. We're actually going to do it a couple of times. We're really going to make sure that nothing gets through here without being in the wrong place. And then we're going to do the same thing up here. Going to pick up, drop, pick up and drop, and then anything else that's left over goes in a box. Now, this may have pretty serious problems that I've neglected, and if that's the case... No, I'm pretty sure I haven't. I think the only problem is if there's less than 3 gardens. Could put into a box and then go, if there is 2 gardens, then do this. If there's 1 garden, do this. If there's 0 gardens, do nothing. Hey, New Case, how's it going? Good to see you here, buddy. Okay, so silicon carbonide. We got the silicon powder. That's pretty good. And we make the silicon up here in the rat's nest. Oh, good. We're going back to the rat's nest. Now, do we actually output the silicon anywhere except for in here? I don't think we do. So we can output the silicon ingots, make silicon powder, then we get the carbon, then we get the silicon carbide, Which then we just got to get steel plates in, which can come in by train, and then we're probably good. Okay, so got to get out of the rat's nest. This is probably one of the hopefully easier escapes from the rat nests tonight. How's it going? If so, damn man, that's not good. Okay. Whoop. Okay, so that'll get the silicon out. Do we have steel coming in anywhere? I don't think so. I think we just go straight south from here. Maybe even just go a little bit to the left. Just to try and avoid some of this madness. Maybe we should have gone to the right. Maybe we shouldn't have gone in any direction at all, actually, but we're here now. It's the problem with the rat escaping the rat nest. Everything wants to leave. Okay. But that gets our silicon out, which is a good start. So then we got to make silicon powder, which is just made using a factory. Easy enough. And in fact, the wood, the carbon can come this way. It's actually pretty simple. Is it? Is that simple? That's not simple at all. Why did I make that sound simple? It's fine. We'll work it out. Okay, so that's going to give me my silicon. My silicon powder. And then from there we need silicon carbide. Which we're going to need the not the aluminium, the carbon. But what I might do actually is I might try and make this simple for myself for once in my life. I might start a new belt, like a new bus of things. Okay. Then we need steel. I don't even think we need that again, so maybe we don't need to do that. Maybe we could just cast steel and put it in there. No, we need carbon, don't we? I don't think we need carbon for anything else, so maybe we just bring the carbon over. Meanwhile, how's this going? Is this building up at all, or is this still not backing up? Jeez. All that extra wood and it's just not helping. I mean, do we dare put another one of these things in? I think we dare. Now, we could always get to the point that we actually have a more efficient way of making tree seeds, but we're not there yet. So that's coming. I don't even think that lack of tree seeds is the problem. Well, here the problem is lack of water, so let's why are these not growing? Lack of putting trees in a place. Okay, well that's again not helping. Why are you not growing? Same problem really. Cool. Why are you... Oh my god. Okay, so half of my trees weren't actually being grown, so that probably wasn't helping. But now they are. Okay, so now we want to think more about getting that carbon over here. I mean, we could even just make this again. Good. Part of the problem now is this is slow. That's fine, it's just these are waiting on it now, which is not okay. So that makes it more, that'll take those more. Is that building up? No, because resin is still desperately required for the factory. I mean, this is not an effective way to make resin, I know that, but it'll do the job. In some ways, that's good enough. Okay. Yeah, I'm totally going to steal that. Carbon. Because that's who I am as a person. A thief. I mean, hopefully we don't need to use too many of these crystal... what are they called? Grinding wheels. We will have to use a lot of them, admittedly, but hopefully they don't crap themselves out every 5 seconds. The good news is... maybe we just try and make them all here. That might be the most effective idea. So, no, we're not making that right now. We're making silicon carbide, which we've got a train stop right there, but that doesn't mean it's easy to drop steel off there. I mean, I think was it to hope they do crap themselves or hope they don't? Either way, just I don't know where to go with that, Gims. I'm sorry. That's life now. Just hope and crap happens in an orderly manner. We need a chemical furnace. Okay. If I remember rightly, these actually need a heating. Well, look, don't judge me. I know what I want to see happen. Things crap in themselves, clearly. Okay, so that's backed up a little bit, which is fine. We're just carrying around some alienated fertilizer, that's alright. And this will be our silicon carbide. We just need to figure out how to get steel. I think we've got steel on the liquid bus. Silicon, tin, silicon. Surely something requires steel in here. Maybe not. If not, I mean, we can always get it there. Okay, so that's going to make my silicon carbide, and then we need the grinding wheels, which, to be fair, we're going to need those later as well. So that's cool to have them. And we're going to need them for this as well, so that's fine. So, steel. Steel is going to come in from down here. Okay, so we are definitely not getting the first chips made today, but I think we're going to make a decent progress on it. We should at least get the first step done, which is getting the damn crystals done. Actually, we should be able to get even more than that done. Maybe we should also make more robots after the disaster that happened where the bots got eaten purely by someone else's fault, not mine. Don't know whose fault it was. Not mine, though. Can't be mine. I let the immobile worms flank me now that I think about it, and that is the most humiliating part, being flanked by something that doesn't move. Like, how does one manage that? that should be a good circle. It was the slowest ambush you'll ever see. I never saw them coming because they weren't moving. They were still. Okay. And let's just put up some things just to stop trains getting stuck for ridiculous reasons. Okay, so it's a way in. Alright, yeah, it's going to be confused. And that way out, so that's also this way in. Okay, so nothing really is a pretty useless thing. I mean, I guess it was an ambush, but I like to think it was like a sneak attack. Like it wasn't a is an ambush defensive? It feels defensive. I don't know. I am no military tactician, if that was not immediately obvious to anyone. They really make more construction bots. This is ridiculous. Oh, it made a blue science. Good job, machine. You're really not making many of those, though, are you? Okay. Why are you not making those? You don't have foci. Why do you not have foci? You don't have enough glass. Yeah, well, that's a good point. We don't have a lot of glass. We're doing our best. Okay, so steel, we can get it from the rat's nest. But the problem with that is it's not even in the rat's nest. You know what? I'm just going to ship the steel. Are they? I don't think they are. Oh, you know what? You might be right, actually. Comes down. Let me see. That's a good point. That should be going that way. Still going that way. Oh, you know what? You're right. Maybe if I just connect everything up, it'll figure itself out. Maybe I won't worry about signals right now. Okay, so we need more trains. We need a train stop for bringing the steel. I think you are right, though. I think you're 100% right on this one. Okay. We don't even need that much steel here. We just need it to be here. And then we need it to, like, get up here so we can make our grinding things. And then the crystal grindstones are actually pretty easy to make. And crystal slurry, a bit more of a pain. Actually, no, crystal slurry is not a pain because we can also turn crystal powder into slurry, I believe, with a little bit of purified water. So, yeah, there's a plan for that. You know what? The longer this is taking, the more I'm just like, I should just build my construction drones. Flying robot frames, construction. What do I need? A bunch of stuff. Electric components, transistors, circuit boards, and solder. I'm slowly building power armor so I can actually put exosuit stuff in my armor, because right now this running speed is ridiculous. And if you can get like enough exosuits power, you can just run through things. Not that that's a problem, I just realized, because I'm in squeeze through mode. I need to run through things if you're on squeeze through. Why is that wrong? That shouldn't be wrong. Where is it wrong? Is it wrong just because it wants to be? Is it wrong because this thing actually? That comes down like that. Have I got two different sections that are like cutting each other in a weird way? Ah, that would be annoying. I feel like I got two sections cutting each other into each other in a weird way, which means I have to like... The right circle? Yeah, but see, the trains come in this way. So maybe the problem... maybe the problem isn't even that. Left circle. Left circle's fine. Left circle hasn't had a problem. Hold a signal and look at the block colors. Good idea. So it's fine. Honestly, I reckon the problem is this line here is actually connected to the wrong one. Oh. That fix it? No, I think it's still pretty broken. Well, okay, that's now more broken. I think actually what it is this one here. Like, this track isn't designed to go down. This track should actually be going up. Unless I do the old scoopsy doodle. I think what it actually is way stupider. I think it's a case of this. And then I reckon it's going to be happy. Also, it's way more terrifying to be hit by a train this way. Well, that train's way happy to come that way now. That train did not give a damn about coming that way. It was just like, yes! All my life I waited for that. And does that seem to have fixed it? Yeah, no. Except, oh, that bit's just broken because it's not connected. Okay. So you gotta give it the old scoopsy doodle, and that fixes it. Okay, now what was I actually doing? Right, construction bots, because I needed more of them. So I've got enough space for 20. I currently have 1. That's a bad number. I've lost some bots. Look, we'll build 15. I think we've actually got 6. We need some basic electric components. Pretty simple because they're all up here. All these things are up here. That was probably too many, but that's okay. That's solder. Yep. Transistors. We need some of those too. Transistors. Oh, see, this is the problem. We're running out of plastic. Oh, yeah. Well, I agree. Is actually disturbing. It's disturbing as heck. So we're running out of transistors because we just don't have the plastic. Because we never actually built the plastic back after this all happened. Now we can get it back. We just need to actually do it. Because we've been keeping the raw gas, so that's nice. Maybe we need to do other things right now. Yeah, look, I'm not happy about my lack of signals either. Look, it's fine, you know? No one's ever died on an incomplete track. Like, I'm not saying Factorio, I'm just saying in general, that's just a life lesson. That should probably get rid of those other side ones. Yep. Pretty happy now. And I want this to be a chain signal. As you chain in, out. See, there we go. Got all the chain signals we need. Alright, and now we don't need too much over here, but we are going to get an overabundance, so that's fun. Not much we can do about it though, but we go offset that way and offset that way. And then we turn this into a steel drop. That's going to make this train very excited. And we're going to say enable if steel... It's already turned off. That's fine. Steel is less than, say, 1,000. Okay. So it's going to drop off way more steel than we really need. But it's better to have too much steel than not enough steel. Undergroundy boy. And then we need to make our crystal grind. No, just a regular grindstone. Which is just made, I assume, in just a regular assembler. It is. Right. I don't think we need too many of these. We are running out of belts. Hopefully we have enough to finish this. Could I have done this more efficiently? Absolutely. Am I gonna? Nah. And then that's going to make my grinding stones. Nice. Probably should power it. Okay. Oh, look, Gims, I know what you're going to say. It's about the signals, right? It's not enough signals to actually make that train be able to... Well, the train figured itself out. I think because... Yeah, there was the train in the blue science section, which caused it to stop working. So this is going to be 8,000 steel, far more steel than I really need, but it'll do the job. And it shouldn't need to be refilled very often. And honestly, oh, because it got stuck for a while. That's fine. And then... Yeah, I know. I knew... Yeah, I get it. I know. I'm bad and I should feel bad. Okay, we need to go get a resupply. Not a word, please. I'm doing this manually. There shouldn't be any other trains on this line. Stop, 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 stop! Okay, good. See, it's fine. Train stops again now, I'm going to laugh so hard. No, it's fine. Intermittently is not good enough, and you know it. We all know it. Can you just stay there for a sec? Because I'm going to need... It should be fine. I think it's still not perfect, but it's good enough. And honestly, you don't need perfect. Good enough will do. It is, as they say, good enough. I think I'm gonna need some iron while I'm here. I've already got 122 122 iron, so okay. Might as well build some assemblers while I wait. And off it goes. No, okay, yes, that was temporary. This is not a great way to be able to get there. I was going to jump off, but turns out I'm going around. This is called the scenic route. I hope everyone appreciated it. Okay, so we made our grinding wheels. Now, crystal grindstones, they should be pretty easy to make. Because they aren't hard. Good old scenic route. I love it. I remember the first time I played SeaBlock, and it was just, there was this route that was just, the start of the track was less organized than this one, and it would wiggle to the point that I kind of had to close my eyes, because it kind of made me sick every time I went through it. And I never wanted to fix it, because why would you fix something so majestic? You know? So I never fixed it. That's my point I'm trying to make here. It just always was rubbish. Okay, so this is going to make my crystal... What's a harmonic crystal splinter? Sorry, no, I know this is not important, but what the hell is a harmonic crystal splinter? It's used for beacons. Oh, you bastards, really? Yeah, it's fine, I suppose. Okay, so crystal grindstone. So now we have crystal grindstones. Like a grindstone cowboy, as they say. Actually, I've just seen my gardens. I'm just wondering how they're going. They got stuck again. Okay. But we've now got the crystal grindstones. That's good. And now we need to get the cut crystals. Now, there's a few ways to get crystal slurry. And one of them is just to get purified water and crystal powder. Now, these red crystals, they can be turned to crystal powder too, if I remember rightly. Powder. We need a milling drum to be able to do that. Not great. Alternative suggestions. I don't wanna. Also, those aren't going at all. I know why too. Okay, so our resources are also diminished right now and have been for probably the last couple of hours because of a very funny oversight when we had our sulfur crisis, where I thought, hey, look, let's just try and make more sulfur from the washing plants, which, sure, while not a terrible idea, it wasn't a good idea either. And the problem is that the acid here is building up and getting stuck. That should fix all of it. Yep, okay. Should be getting more resources now. Not that I thought we were low, but now we're less low. Where the hell are you going? Huh. There's a copper pipe there, apparently. While working past the power station, we are still okay for now. Probably could use more refineries. Would use probably a bunch of things, but we're okay. Heavy mud water is low. That's okay. That's why we're wasting mud. A lot of resources energy going into that, which is actually producing not much at all. That's fine though. So when we're done with this, we do really want to go make plastic. I think that's what we need. In fact, we're going to need plastic before we're done with this anyway, so maybe plastic is what we need now. We also need crystal slurry somehow. Like, and while this crystal dust will help, I'm going to pick up and drop like that. I don't think we need too many of those right now. Because it needs 2 slurry, and yeah, so that's going to be 6 slurry per thing. So either I'm powderizing it, which is going to take a milling drum, which is steel and, well, actually, how do I turn a used one into just lubricate it? I've got steel, I got lubricant, that's fine, I can do that. All of a sudden the steel here makes so much better sense. So, yeah. So we're going to need I don't think the milling drum ever just wears itself out either. I hope not. It just turns into used. Okay, so we don't need infinite of these. We just need lubricant, which we are making here. It's slow, mostly because of the lack of thermal water, but it is happening. We shouldn't need too much of it. I mean, we can always expand the lubricant. There's more of what I'm saying. Like, that's actually pretty easy to do. What do we need for the better thermal? I think we needed, like, titanium or something. Titanium and processing units and reinforced concrete bricks. Okay, we've literally got 0% of those things. So that's cool, I suppose. Yeah, well, let's make some milling drums. Probably don't need too many of them. We'll make, like, some. We need lubricant to make the milling. Wait, do we need... I make blue chips. You can easily get some of the titanium on the side. That's too full. You mean? I understand, I'm afraid. Okay, so we do need more lubricant, no matter how you look at it, whether you're building the milling drums or using them, you need to have more lubricant, so that's going to be problematic. Oh, good. And the lubricant is coming from up here-ish? Up here. Need titanium for blue chips. Wait. Oh, come on. Shouldn't do. Certainly hope not. Speed modules. Nope. Nope. I don't think you need anything really for, I mean, oh! Processing units, yes, okay. I mean, let's be honest, that's probably another project that's coming up very, very soon. I've got modules on my brain right now, I'm sorry. I've just like, everything is modules. Oh, while we're here, put that in there. What is the plan here? What am I doing? I'm trying to get the lubricant out. So if we... So yeah, you absolutely remember correctly. You need titanium for blue chips. I know you're joking, but it's a good idea. I mean, what am I making power for if to not to kill it? The only thing that'll encourage me to get to uranium faster. Look, I got plenty of storage of... Okay, we need more thermal water bores. We'll build 2 more. What we'll do is we'll just go like that. Like that. And they'll sort themselves out. Nice. And eventually when I come back here another time, it'll be good. So we've made one of these things. One wasn't quite as many as we needed, but it'll get sorted. Don't worry about it. So let us now get some purified water. That's easy enough. That's just hydro plant over here. Okay, it's made a maximum of 2 milling drums. Probably want at least 4. 2 is fine for now, though. Let it build up. I mean, what else am I going to do, right? Am I not going to let it build up? I'd be lazy. You know what I wanted you to do. Okay, so. Liquefier. If it gets out that far, that means we didn't need more stuff and we can just slurify it using tech that I don't have. Okay, that's cool. We're going to do this later. We're going to go get plastic sorted. Just go get plastic sorted. That's a good plan. We need it sorted for robots anyway. So let's just go do it. That's going to make more thermal water. That's good. I'm going to check on my little farm. How's that going? I mean, that'll eventually get me the stuff that I need. It's producing technically 4 per 5 minutes. It's so slow. It'll get there. So, plastics. Where were we at with plastics? Wasn't I doing something with the synthesis gas? Synth? So the synthesis gas can be turned into menthol gas, but that requires that. And I'm just not making enough blue because, quite frankly, I'm also not making any plastic. And then transistors. Okay, so everything is being held back by plastic right now. Now, last time I tried to do farming using the fibers, and that kind of killed everything. So I'm not, because I needed the mineralized water and I didn't really account for that. So we're not doing that a second time. Because in my line of work, if something doesn't work the first time, never try it again. It was a bad idea. Don't do it. So raw gas, what do we need? No, we've got multi-phase. No, we've got raw gas. Turns natural gas liquids using a gas refinery. Is that right? So no, we got a gas refinery, steam cracker, liquefier. Okay, the two gas refineries. What have I got at the moment? Enough for two gas refineries and a steam cracker. And then liquefiers, which I think I've got 4 of, which is enough. Okay, so binary. I'm going to make it with plenty of space. Steam refinery. Turn it to acid gas and natural gas liquids. That's good. That's what we like to see. I'm going to make a little bit of space. The natural gas can turn to methane, which the ethane and butane we'll store and then probably throw away. So we might as well just flare it off right now. While it is useful later, I don't care for it right now, and it can be destroyed. I will regret it later. Regret, as they say, is for tomorrow. Okay, so we probably need to power this up. What do you reckon? Probably a good start. Okay, power this bad boy up. Right now it's got nothing going for it, so don't know what I expected to happen. Today is yesterday's tomorrow, so what am I regretting today? Honestly, probably getting rid of my plastic production. I mean, that's why I'm here having this problem right now, so yeah, plastic production. I I have lots of plastic just sitting here. You know what? That's fine. That's actually okay. This will be fine. No, I do need that plastic. Literally why I'm doing this. I need the plastic. Okay, so methane gas is the one I want. So that means ethane I do not want, and butane I do not want. Methane is the easiest one to turn into delicious plastics using a steam cracker, which is of course what they used to call me in high school. Where we turn menthol gas. No, we turn methane into menthol into propane. And then we get more residual gas, which we can use for other stuff. You know what? I was just making a joke about being white, but yeah, sure. That works too. And we've got this residual gas, which honestly, we can burn that off as well. Alright, well it's making the sound of my people, which is just a loud whistling sound. Now we're going to need, as much as I don't like using these, we're going to get a steam generator thing. What's it called? Boiler. They're called boilers. They take up so much power, but I also don't care anymore. Pump. We already had one apparently. And I don't know why I asked for an ingredient. What else do you use to make steam with? Okay, so we're going to go do, and we're going to go downwards as well to connect that to that. And then we should probably power it. So that's making... Oh, someone was telling me that. Might have been you. I'm sorry if it was. I've completely forgotten. I was going to say, there's so many people talking in this chat, I forget who they are, but I mean, let's not lie to myself. Yeah, I think it was you. I think someone was arguing with me on that one. At least I did see an argument in chat about it, and I was like, wow, okay. Look at me. It's like that meme where just there's a guy who has no idea about anything that's going on. He's just happily playing in the sand. That's just me, IRL. Okay, and that's making my propane. And then we have plastics. Slow plastics, but plastics. And then we can put them on a train. That sounded a lot like a train there. That was foreshadowing. Plastic. You know what? I'm going to do one more just for like making things nice and even. Not for any good reason, just because I like things being even. Because then you can do this. And I just kind of like that. And then I just realized then you separate them out one more time. Yep. Put them in boxes. And now everything's stopped. Because the residual gas is not being burned? Didn't do that. I mean, one tile off the train grid, absolutely. I'd have it no other way. Okay, so now we should just be getting... Oh. Ah. And so that should just be constantly making plastic now. And while we're thinking about that, let's just put this... I just want to put everything in the box. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff that I gotta click. Why do I have so much crap? Okay. And then we're just gonna put all this plastic in a box. Because it needs to go out to the world. Cool, there's still more plastic to go. Well, shit. Good to know. Really? Oh, oh, that's so annoying. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know there's a better way to do that, but it's way more fun to do it that way. Makes a cool sound. Now we're a little bit light on sand. That's okay. Because I know there's a lot of sand near here. By a lot of sand, I mean 3,800. Hey, Hugabooga, how you doing? Excellent, thank you for that, Habuga. It turns out that my sound thing does work. I have been waiting for someone to do that lately. Your message has been highlighted. I need to do more of those, actually. I don't know what to put in there, but hey, look, if anyone thinks of something that should be there, then let me know and I can add it. I'm just so happy that the butt kicking for goodness thing worked. Your messages have been well highlighted. Highlight? I don't know. Highlight warriors? Oh no. Hey. It's funny, I actually set that like butt kicking for goodness thing up like at the start of this week and then no one else followed and I was like, okay, that's fine. It is actually absolutely fine. I'm not sad. That's just life, you know? So I've done a circle here for a very good reason. What I'd probably like to do is have it come into the circle from this way. Still want the circle, but I would rather it join the circle that way. And then leave the circle. Oh no, this is where it's all going to go wrong. I can't do that. We have no kangaroo. Well, I mean the zoo, I suppose. If you want to call them that, they're kangazoos. But no, we don't have kangaroos in New Zealand. We have kiwis. Yeah, we have kiwis in New Zealand, not kangaroos. I mean, we have other things as well, but mostly birds. We don't have a lot of mammals because New Zealand is pretty separated. No, kiwis aren't extinct. They're endangered, but they're not extinct. You may make a joke. I did say that. I called them kangazoos. Yeah, and then I laughed at my own joke. Yeah. My wife came around and was pointed out that there are kangaroos in the zoo. Clearly she's watching the stream very carefully. Look, the fact that she's even there makes me very happy. So I've tried to do a thing with this circle, and all I've done is just mess everything up. So maybe this is not a good place for a circle. No, kiwis aren't extinct. They're endangered because they're flightless birds. And they lay their eggs on the ground because they're flightless. And it's, you know, dogs find them very curious. And so dogs, they don't have like a breastbone. So they are... I just remembered why I put the train station there. Anyway, they don't have a breastbone, so it's very easy for a dog to accidentally kill them. Which is pretty sad, of course. But yeah, they're interesting birds. They're not particularly the best birds, but they do their best. You know, it's all I can say about anything, you know. Whether you're the best bird or not, you just do your best. And you're absolutely right, we're just one notch off. Oh, this is going to go horribly wrong, isn't it? Oh my god, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? This has all gone wrong. Okay. Okay. So now that we've put everything in a place that's not absolutely shockingly bad, we're still fighting it. I like how, Gims, you predicted this, and then you were just like, yes, of course. Yeah, that's a very classic Kiwi right there. It's a Kiwi fruit bird. It's not quite how they work, but that's okay. This is SeaBlock. So basically, it's you start on a rock. Oh, what version or what mod? But you start on a rock, and everything you make is pretty much derived from the sea or the air, and it just generally goes from there. It is a very long mod, where the regular Factorio probably takes 20 to 30 hours, depending on how fast you are. This typically takes people from 250 to took me 500 hours. I'm pretty slow though. Uh, but yeah, everything is a lot more complicated than it really has any right to be. What version of Factorio? I believe the most recent. I find SeaBlock absolutely fascinating. I love it. But thank you, Gims. An overhaul mod is probably a better way to put it. But I love it. It just makes Factorio go from this game that's quite nice and charming to a game that just makes you wish you were sad. I need train stuff. So I need locomotive part. I need iron. That's not iron. That's invar. I need engines. I know I need engines. And engines are around here somewhere. Okay. I need steel block. Steel. That's that. Go. Now the good news is this train actually already knows where it needs to go. It just needs to exist. And this is still should be making plenty of slow plastic. I have just realized we've gone over the 2 hour mark, so whoops. But then again, let me just check something real quick. I think because of time pause, yeah, we can go for another 14 minutes. That's fine. We could be ending, but we're not actually at the 52-hour mark, so therefore it's fine. That's how I'm going to rationalize it. I forgot to leave space for the forgot to leave space for the actual inserters. And now there's too much space. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Yeah. One tile off again. Got him. You know what? No. No, I don't lose this way. Not today. Oh, you bastards. One tile off again, and now it's just... You know what? I know how to deal with this now. Just go like that. No, you go like that. There you go. See? I'm learning. Not fast, because clearly there's still problems, but I am learning. I ever wonder why I don't get popularity, it's due to just dumb things like that constantly. Anyway, I don't wonder. It's fine. I'm not actually worried. Okay, plastic pick. I love that that took 3 rebuilds to actually get done. And by love, I mean it made me very sad that I can keep making the same mistake and never learning from it. Alright, so I don't need to be in this train, but I like to be in it. So time passed of 300 seconds, so wait 5 minutes or full, let's be honest, unlikely. And then plastic drop, which just go empty cargo, because if something's calling you over there, you probably have reason to be there. And quite frankly, I think we're good to go. And hopefully it's going to, no, it's going to the place, it's not going to the place I really need the plastic, but that's okay. It's a place that needs plastic. What is the limit for this? 2,000. You know what? I can do this a different way. There you go. I get the plastic in the place I need it, thanks. Thank you. Oh, it's going to go on the round loop. Yes! This is perfect train planning right here. It has to go on a loop like this. Remember, the longer the train journey, the more likely it is that you're going to get hit by the train. And that's exciting. Okay, and that's going to make more transistors, and I need those for my robots. What else do I need plastic for? It is a very awkward rail system. I will never say otherwise, don't you worry. I mean, I think I put in my about page that if people are here for like great gameplay, then they're in the wrong place. I'm more of a commentator and just shit at games in general. I do my best, it's just not good enough. Okay, so this should be making plenty of transistors. Lovely. And I want them. Or do I just... No, I want them. I need to be on the box. 274 red circuits, that's pretty good. So we want these so we can actually start building my construction bots again after, you know, something went wrong with the other ones. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. That's probably why they died, honestly. Oh, I would love to. I would love to see your rails. There is nothing that entertains me more than a badly constructed base in Factorio, and I don't even mean that as an insult. It's just, I love it. I love just seeing people's ingenuity that, you know, makes sense at the time, and then you just go, what happened to make this a thing? That's right, I stopped working on this because I couldn't do this. And I couldn't do that because I was waiting for my gardens to happen. How are my gardens doing, by the way? The fact that that's not working does bother me. I think it's going to keep doing that until I actually get to a larger number. Until it gets to 32, it's going to keep jamming up. Or rather, until it gets to 30, so it needs to run quite a few cycles before it actually can run infinitely without me having to intervene. Okay, so new planners. Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's the surprising apple. Okay. We're going to do a new thing. No, we're not. We're just going to keep doing it manually for the next while. Eventually, it will get through it. It's probably just going to take another few hours. I love the blue science train just comes screaming through there every now and then. The fuel oil and naphtha train seems to be stuck. That's alright, it'll fix itself once the future happens. Okay, or we can just fix it now. Just wondering what sort of circuitry I could do to actually get that working. There is things I could do, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can be bothered. Plastic is being manufactured slowly. What is the slowdown here? Slowdown does appear to be the lack of fibers. Okay. So the fibers are coming though. The important thing is fuel oil and naphtha is being produced. Oh, you took a piece of apple? Okay. You really should. It is a slow thing, but the good news is there's no actual way to lose. There is also a very good community on Reddit, r/SeaBlock. There's also a really good Discord channel where the creator of the mod is quite active there. So everyone is super willing to answer questions that you may have, and let's be honest, you'll have some. Also, you know what? I might be wrapping this up now. If you are interested in watching more, you can catch me here on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at about around this time. Otherwise, if you'd like to see what I've done so far, most of what I've done is on YouTube, at youtube.com/SeiferKatt. This is being recorded right now and will be uploaded there at some point. I think I'm about 5 to 10 hours behind there at the moment, but I do need to add some more. Maybe I'll add one after this. So you can see from the start of the factory, more or less, to where I am now. So it'll be a good guide. Not fantastic because I'm not the best player in the world, but it'll be pretty good as a starter. Likewise, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can find me on twitch.tv/SeiferKatt. That's just where I am. Otherwise, if you've enjoyed today, thank you very much, and I hope to see you guys another time. So take care, everyone. Bye.